And we're back with another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator. I'm your host, the RPG guy, and I just want to get this done. So we got the parts for this. Let's grab these parts really quickly and then kind of move on. Could you make some repairs? I kicked the PC by accident, of course. Do you think you could do it tomorrow? I know used parts can be cheaper, but I like new ones, please. I think I might have gotten to too many dodgy sites. Okay, so he needs a new graphics card, which is a 1060X. Which one specifically? X plus 6G. X plus 6G. So that's 350. And the motherboard. AB 350. Regular, not the M. Available for upgrade work. Okay. Hello, it's time for me to upgrade my PC. I'm hoping I'll be able to benchmark 3855. Can you put in 8 gigs of RAM, please? Could you have it done by tomorrow? I like shiny new components. I think I might have been to one too many dodgy sites. Alright, well, let's see here. We have a 970 gamer, which, graphics card wise, we have some 970 Goldens. This might work out. Another cheap A data. So that's not a problem. A data 4 gig. How much? Okay, hold on. We know the 285. What do you actually have? A non-linkable. And 8 gigs of RAM. I have the feeling in my brain he's at 3150. I don't think that the 970 is that far away from the Golden. It's right here. So it's less than 300 points. So it ain't gonna be that helps. We gotta go bigger than that. And he needs 8 gigs of RAM. We could put better RAM in there too on top of that. We can't dual card it, so that's not an option. Did we build this for somebody? No, we didn't. So I'm thinking our best bet. Is to buy. Well, his motherboard is 266. 2666. So we can't like blast this thing, jack this thing up too much. So what I would say for the 8 gigs, go to 2666. Just grab a regular cheap 8 gig stick, the cheapest one they got, which is $80. So I would say minus 80 leaves 375 for a graphics card. So I'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go with that. Makes that simple enough. Fix this. Something's definitely broken. I'm not sure what's wrong. Can you have a look? My son got aside with a screwdriver. The computer always. Why do computers always go wrong for me? Can you get it done in 2 days? I've never cleaned it out. I hear 3-day mark is a great way to test stability. Greg Griffith. Well, $100 is gonna be this. The motherboard. So motherboard. Regular MTech, yeah. Alright, we accept. Make sure all of this is accepted. And we can knock 2 of these out right now, which is what I'm thinking we're going to do. Discard. Ooh, there's a few things in here we might want. So let's have this delivered today so we can fix the problem we're currently having. Let's also do this too while we're sitting here. Yes. Oh god, yes. Nice. And okie dokie. Now, we'll talk about this, but it takes 5 days to sell the rig, so, and then you'll see your current bids go up day by day, kind of thing, and you just kind of mildly keep track of that. Right. And then we have the power supply for, what is this? Oh yeah, for this dude. And we have the power supply to put in here. So really quick, let's get this going, just so I feel better about myself. And then we can get this thing on the bay as well. So it's worth 334. Check this out when we boot into it. Let's really quick just set this up. Ooh, fancy. Oh shit, I didn't put a hard drive in here. Whoops. Really quick, we need to put all this back on. So right now, currently, it's worth 351 bucks. Let's just close this. Power. PCI lock. Anything else? Nope. Alright, well that's going. Let's go to our graphics cards and get this fucking thing out of my goddamn shop. Wait, what? Wrong card. Whoops. I was about to lose my shit. I was like, what? And not like literally lose my... I was about to be very disappointed. And that kind of disappointment usually involves murder. Alright, let's go ahead and get this running. This has to be it. There cannot be anything else that can be done. So let's just get... I want this fucking thing sealed up and I want it the fuck out of my goddamn shop. Alright. You're such a pleasant person. Fuck you! Alright, run it. Motherboard. What did we go with? It had to be one of these. I think we bought everything for this rig new. We just needed to figure out the money aspect of it here. Storage will be that. That. Wait a minute. Whoop. Motherboard, graphics card. There's no video card in here. I'm actually very concerned. The fuck? That's the motherboard. That's the video card and the RAM. How did I fucking get this number? Sold off a lot of my shitty dinky cards. There's 55 there. I did math wrong somewhere. Hold on, take this off. That's fine. Where did I fuck up? Probably this processor. a little better. Alright, let's see. Put this shitty thing in there. And we'll see how this scores. How much room do we have money-wise? 89 bucks. Should make it. I had to change a few things around, I think, from the initial plan, but it should still work. $39.09. That's the numbers we need. Son of a bitch. Get this fucking thing the hell out of my goddamn shop, motherfucker. Alright, so you can see there it's now worth 682 bucks. So we have about 1,300 bucks or less invested in PC Bay right now, just from these rig rebuilds. Will we get that absolute money? Not necessarily, but we should get most of it. So it shouldn't be that big of a problem getting most of that money back, which pretty much makes up for my errors. But again, those errors are going to maybe hopefully pay for themselves as we progress through the game here. But for right now, this is good. Run it. Alright, this is done. I want this fucking thing out of my shop. I screwed it up when I should have just went all out. Left the fucking RAM alone. Take the hint when it said MSI. But no. Yeah, see now he's happy. Fucking dick. Alright. You're so angry. I know. I want this to finish because I want the cash for this. And hopefully we should hit 1,000 easily. 1,100 rather. With what's in there. If not, we have room to put a better card in there, but I want to get the shittiest card out of my inventory. Because he's probably just going to come back and bitch and want more upgrades. But actually, while it's in here... Okay, we can't dual card it. But... And I don't think we have any other cards we can kind of dual install right now. We could have put this in there too, but whatever. Or even this, but yeah, we're fine for now. So the idea is like we're gonna sit here and check this every day and see how they're selling, but for the most part we're just sitting and waiting. We've got some motherboards coming in that are used. We've got one used stick of memory right now. We'll get some more. We've got a ton of graphics cards. We don't have any used storage, but we do have some on us. We have no used power supplies. We got a lot of used coolers, and we have one used processor. And yes, we did sell a lot of processors early on. We got the number. We did sell a lot of processors early on, really shitty Intels. But the idea is that you don't make a lot of money off of those rigs. And you just get this, you really get this, computer workshop that's just riddled with stuff that you really can't, you hate the fact that you're using it. So you tend not to use it on rigs. So it's better to just get rid of it all and just slowly rebuild your supply as you get parts and get money for those parts straight up. To me, it seems more optimal. All right, so we solved some of our problems, but we still have more problems coming our way. Let's go ahead and make it a new day. We have a broken rig coming in too, if I'm not mistaken, so even better. So let's get to it here. So we used motherboard, used power supply, and I think we have a 570, so that's two 570s right there. Nice. We may even get to a point where we want to make a decision on buying a good motherboard, just so we can knock out another nice build. Let's go ahead and work on these dudes before we work on that broken one. Kind of a good policy to get yourself involved in. is to work on your regular jobs and then try to work on the next, the leftovers while you're trying to figure everything out. Diagnose and fix. I believe this one is just the motherboard, so it's probably good that we get rid of this one out here. Yeah, $100. Let's just remove the guts. The nuts, the guts. And then motherboard toast. Open sesame. Oh, shit, I missed one, didn't I? Yep. Alright, RAM. CPU. Card. Bloop. Bloop. Ah, crap baskets. I hate that. What is the RAM on that? 2400? And I don't believe I saw any cable requests, but, you know, as usual, I'll try to double check that. Proper performance. Alright, let's go ahead and throw in 3D Mark. The virus scanner. We just clean. Wait, what? Ah, shit. I threw in a used fucking board. How did I throw it? We just picked one up. Okay, hold on. As wonderful of a job as we did putting this back together, we got to do this again. I'm sitting here going, wait a minute, what? $41? That can't be right. That's a used motherboard, my friends. Do we actually have a... Yeah, we do. We have a used Intel. Well, it's good to know that because that's the precursor to building another rig. But it'll have to be a low-performance rig because the power supply is that we're getting inbound is only 250. And that... Wait a minute. Oh no, we're good. We're good. I don't know why I'm zoning out right now. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So a lot of the you can't build a beastly machine in it. You have to build a very basic machine. But we have basic cards that, you know, are in the lower wattage. We got 75 watt over here. You know, we got some to make it work. So I'm not too hyper concerned about that, as we should not have to be. All right, let's try this again, shall we? Checking for prawn. Prawn free and proud. Boop. Alright. 8 gigs of RAM and a new card. What's the rating here? 455. I believe this was going to be... Well, no, because it was exact amount. It was this card. And memory-wise, we went with this, I think. Right on the dollar. Right on the source. Not a bad estimate, of course. Pretty sure it'll be fine. Let's go ahead and run the usual suspects. Alright, replace motherboard and graphics card. Fucking dandy. Take that out. Let's get back over to here. Because we got to change the RAM out before we're ready to work on it. The RAM speed. Oh, this fucker. I hate that. I hate that cooler. It's always in the fucking way. The hell? I'm having problems with this computer for some reason. Alright. We'll double check cabling in a minute, even though I don't recollect seeing anything in there, so always double check. Because sometimes the cake is a lie. Riddled with prawn. Motherboard. And done. Alright, we'll look at that in a minute. Alright, let's get back to work on this. Doot. And the graphics card is this. Let's go ahead and do the usual suspects. So the bad RAM, you can tell just by looking at it, there's some bad RAM in there. Not a dual. This is a pretty shitty card. We'll leave it in there though. Don't need to sit on a shitty card, do I? So this just needs a new memory, which we have some new memory. See anything else broken on this? Let's get this going here to some degree. Meet the requirement? Yes, it did. Riddled with the prawn. I don't know if this is an issue, but we'll check it out anyway. Die. So we don't even have any used memory, so there's no point in doing a rig right now. Because, yeah, we just don't have the memory. Because it would be like, oh, you could piece it all together. Yeah, and the time it takes to dick around with that, we could just totally not bother with it at all. Let's check it. I don't usually these come rather clean, so it's not usually an issue. Let's check 3D Mark. Well, that's going. Let's look at our mail, and more importantly, let's make sure we don't have to do any extra stuff. I don't think so. No extra shit. No extra shit. No. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just diddle with this a little bit. Because we can buy cheap RAM. We'll buy a 2 gig stick of, Martoni. Let's just get something built here with this particular giggity. Now, as processors, again, you can buy cheap processors, too. So if you're ever short on something, just be like, well, we could buy something. We could buy something cheap. You're going to lose a few dollars on new parts. But if it gets something out of your, shop, I say all the better. because you're going to get shit ton more money than normal anyway. Is really the way I break that down. Memory. Oh, we do. We have this used. I forgot about that. We do have used RAM. 3830? Oh, that didn't matter. Because we were not going for that anyway. Fuck, it blue screened. Why did it blue? Oh, maybe it's missing a gel. Or the power supply is garbage. It could be any of those things. So, again, this is why we do this. Alright, so this is done. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on with you, buddy? Everything's spinning. What's the power supply? 300. First thing is to check this. Yeah, it didn't look like there was any thermal paste on there. That's actually quite rare. Now, here's what I'm going to do now that I've realized this. This thing is an awkward shape, and it's not seeming to fit in a lot of computers. So it's come up with an error on a few rigs saying it wouldn't fit for X reason. We don't really know. So let's just take it out and put it in this rig. It'll lower the value of said rig a little bit, but not much. You see that worked? But let's let it run now. Okay, well that's going. Let's go back to here. All right. What is it that's worth getting rid of? This is an option. These two are both good options. They are not SLI compliant or Crossfire compliant, and they're the only two of those right now that we have. Yeah, fuck that thing. This rig cannot handle more than two cards at more than one card either. So let's go with. These are both very similar cards. Let's just go with this guy. We don't need to mess with the RAM. What I do want to mess with is this really quick because I hate these kinds of computers that do this shit. All right, power it up. Power supply is working. Is it? Okay, let me think here. Oh, hold on. No boot device. Oh shit. Oh yeah, we technically have a boot device. Hold on one second. I think I foresee what the problem is. Well, actually, the problem's probably easier if we... Hold on. I wasn't wrong with what I was doing. I'm not thinking this through properly, though. Take this out. Let's see what the wattage is on this card here. It's got to be pretty high, and that's what's causing it to crash. 250 watt. Okay, that's what's causing it to crash. These are less wattage than that. This is less wattage than that. Let's find something with significantly less wattage. 75 watts. What a piece of shit this card is. Put it in. And I think we just solved the problem. And we can put the other card in the other machine. If we want to. No, we're gonna... Wait a minute. What is that other single non-SLI card that we got? What is that running at? Wattage-wise. Ooh, it's not... It's a question of fitting. It should fit. Out. I want to keep you. 283 gig. 283 gig LE. So we technically actually have two cards we can change in. Let's yoink. Is it? Did I grab the right one? Yeah. Yeah, it fits in there. Let's try this. This should work. Oop. See, this is the fun part about working on machines like this in a mild way, because you have to fiddle with them just a wee bit to see if you can get them to work right. Okay, this guy should be fine. It's the storage. We'll use, you know what, we'll get rid of this. I'm sick of looking at it. Raised it up a little bit. Not much. It's registering as a used piece of hardware, even though it's, I believe you can get it for counted as new on somebody else's rig. But regardless, we're getting rid of it. It didn't cost us anything to buy it, so. Ooh, you're gonna make $70. Whoop-de-fucking-do. So we're making only 30 instead. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Should work fine this. Yeah, it looks like it's working okay this time. But look at that. I got it up to 414. This one's at 300. It's going to go up once the operating system boots. What's the RAM in this? Oh, we did upgrade we did update the RAM. I know we did that. So let's put this on. You guys are champs for being patient, by the way. My last episode that I do for the day, because it's already getting late anyways, and I'm getting tired. That's probably why I'm having problems. I'm trying to do this really late, just to get a few more episodes done for y'all. Alright, let's go ahead and run it. So it booted, and it went from 300 to 400. This one's almost done. We'll take a look at the score. 3981. That's actually pretty good. That's worth 622. Sweet. Holy fuck, that's sweet. Not too bad. Make about $300 profit on it. You have to remember, we had to buy this thing to begin with. Alright, so this... let's PC Bayer. So we'll hopefully get a couple... about $300 off of that. Just in case there's funny business, let's make our usual save here. And collect on these guys. And look at that. Spot the trends. The marketing app is launched. We'll never use it. I mean, you're nickel and diming at that point, in all fairness. You're really just nickel and diming it, and it's not worth it. And look at this. This is already an error because the cheapest solid state drive is $50. I believe last time I played this, it didn't punish you for it though. But it'll be something for us to check out next time. But we leveled marketing tool and some new GPUs. Ooh. Some Silverstone power supplies in the 650 range. Hey, we can get to 650 if we need to. I don't think we could do that earlier. So we're starting to move up. 650 might end up being the new standard soon. Not necessarily yet. Well, hold on. Price. Not necessarily yet, but yeah, see right here, 650 for $60. So yeah, it is the new standard. For $5 more, we get 100 watts now. So it's really worth waiting that out and as best as you can. All right, this should be done, and it's $34.90. So it's not as good as the other rig, but it's $566. We'll take it. Mostly because the RAM is in there is garbage. Let's go ahead and dump this into the unit, and we'll look at some PC Bay stuff. Yay! Let's go ahead and so we've got stacks going on for us right now. We're not hurting for money. We're at 6,500. Let's take a look. Broken PC with an i5 in it and a nice video card. I wonder what's wrong with it. We definitely need RAM. Ooh. And yay. So as you can see, people are already bidding on our first two rigs here. And they got 3 days left, and then these two new ones are on the bay. So if you think about it, we've got about $3,000 invested in this. And we really only paid, I'd say $350 for each rig is how much we paid. You could argue semantics of parts, but that's about how much we paid. So 7 and 7 is $1,400. So we're pretty much doubling the money that we invested into this. And this is like slow like a slow guarantee build of money coming in. So it's really worth it to do these rigs. It really is. Looks like we've got some small little fixes and a build, but this is a good place. We're going to make this episode a little shorter. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy. And when we come back, we've got 4 jobs to do. One's a build for Battlefield 1 with a nice hearty $1,453 budget, which means we'll get a lot of fooling around to do with that. And we also have to show you a possible glitch or impossible repair job, because $50 is not enough to fix it, but it's story driven, so I believe that they forgive that indifference, because when we built his rig, I think we threw a solid state in there. It'll actually tell us if we did, but I believe we did. So the game, I think, corrects itself because it asked for a solid state. We don't have a used one that's cheap, so and hopefully they don't hit us with a penalty. If they do, I'll be very pissed. We have also a dude who is another big upgrade, and he also wants cooling of a certain type, but he only has to go up by 11. So what the fuck does he really want from us? Good question. Because yeah, probably 16 gigs of RAM would be all that we need, or we throw one of our big cards in there. We could dual run the card, another golden, and that'll get us this number 2. So getting some opportunities to dump our goldens. This is another, let's take a look just briefly here. It's a pretty good rig. You need 16 gigs of RAM, and he could do better than this, I guess. So that's not, and the budget's good, so I'm not worried about that. And then this one, we could drop one of the goldens in here. I'm pretty sure Battlefield 1 minimum spec doesn't need that much power. So we've got our ideas planned out. We've got some things to figure out and work on, but I want to thank you guys for stopping by. So when we come back, we'll deal with those jobs. And like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Support the channels you watch. Check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JackTardStudios, all one word, to watch me play games live and do live streaming of RPGs, JRPGs, FPSs, strategy games, simulation. I play pretty much a little of everything on that channel. And we also have a tabletop show that's on Tuesdays and sometimes Sundays. So board games and pen and paper RPGs we do there. And we also have a blind play show of Hobo Headcrab's blind play from his dumpster in Hermosa Beach, California. You don't want to miss out on that. We have lots of fun, and a lot of the people that join us in chat, we're very interactive with our chat, and we have a lot of fun. So please check that out, and I think you'll have a great time there. Thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.